have even a small opportunity to connect with each of you, to help you in your own development, but to help you in ways that you'll go back to the places, the communities where you are leaders, where you help people daily, is, to use a term, I come from Indiana in the Midwest. It's a blessing to be a part of that for even just the smallest bit. But there were other people that were much bigger parts of it. First and foremost is Catherine Marshall, who has been our leader, our network coordinator, our go-to on all of these things, and the real visionary in many ways, trusted by so many around. Catherine and I had the opportunity to, upon receiving the grant, working really hard in a very short period of time to get that grant application done and working with the foundations. And a huge thanks to our colleagues at the foundations. We were able to hire Gabrielle and Krista, which from my perspective has been one of my most wonderful professional experiences, was to put out these job applications and see the range of people who wanted the opportunity to work with each of you. And Krista and Gabrielle have just been phenomenal, and as I'm sure you've all found in this experience. And then Lily Meyer, Amy Vandervliet, Shimon Tong, and others of the Berkeley Center staff who you've been able to interact with, and my colleague Tom Banshoff, who I know you got to meet with. So I want to say thank you. Georgetown is committed to the academic enterprise, intellectual inquiry within the context of cura personalis, the care for the whole person. And this opportunity to interact with your person, to interact with your intellectual and emotional and social elements as you go back. We hope that Georgetown goes along with you, and you will always be a part of Georgetown. You will always have a home here. So with that, I would like to turn it over to Catherine Marshall.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh. We're saving the best for last.
That changed what I saw.
Krista, Catherine. All right, so what we're going to do next is to have some short reflections from a few of the members of this year's cohort. The first person who is going to speak for us is Sister Juliana Nduji. She's from Kenya. She is a, notes here so I don't mess it up, a member of the Little Sisters of St. Francis and an experienced gender officer. She's provided a lot of knowledge for us along the way over the last 10 months because of her expertise in gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls. Currently, she serves as the Gender and Units Coordinator for the Association of the Sisterhoods of Kenya, where she coordinates, trains, and advocates for gender mainstreaming through capacity building. Welcome to the podium.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
It's my humble pleasure to share with you how the journey has been. I'm a little sister from Kenya. Our main charism, we focus much on uplifting the human person, mainly women and girls. And my journey has been all around women and girls. I have a pleasure to have worked with the gender program, whereby we've been looking at the problems of girls and women as far as gender-based violence is concerned. With this in mind, we've been in a position to help women who have been so vulnerable, who have had no voice, who cannot participate in decision making. We have helped them to access voice. And I want to appreciate what the religious men and women, and especially the women, are doing in the society. They are doing a very vital role in the society. All along in my journey, I came across the capstone. It was a journey, I should say. We were supposed to apply. It was a call, we are supposed to apply. I did the application and I prayed over it because many are called. So with that in mind, I had to accompany it with some prayers. So all along, we got a yes, a confirmation. And I remember we were in one community with Sister Terry and Sister Basilisa, who happened to be in this program. So I was the first to get the confirmation. And we really danced in that house. And then we said, well, they gave me a blessing. They said, if you have been chosen, then go and represent us. Then moments after, Sister Terry gets our confirmation. Then we come back again to celebrate. Then moments later, we asked Sister Basilisa, okay, what about you? Then as we were returning to go to bed, Basilisa gets a confirmation. So we get back to that sitting room to rejoice. It was a moment of joy. Looking back into what we have been doing, Sister Basilisa has been gathering the women religious. Sister Terry has been journeying with people as far as policy is concerned. Acquiring of wealth for women is concerned. So with all that in mind, we said this is a great moment for us to go and build our skills, to go and learn more about leadership, to go and learn more about advocacy. And moments later, we began the process of our visa. It was not an easy one. At the moment we applied, and then with the on and off, we were not in a position to get the visa. Then thank God, the time we were supposed to come was postponed. We were to come at a later month, where everybody was now relaxed. We all of us got our visa. Back with us, we were doing our capstone meanwhile. So with all the pressure here and there, capstone is demanding, visa is demanding, and there is also another work to be done. So what were we to do? We were to strike a balance. And we thank God we were in a position to do that. Then all of a sudden we are here for the capstone. We find ourselves in Georgetown. Looking back on the journey, how it has been, it has not been a smooth one. We have not left what we were called to do as religious. For the capstone, we did not leave it aside. We journeyed with it. And here we come. Meeting our people, our facilitators, who have really helped us to put more efforts in whatever we were in a position to do. Now we can confidently say that Georgetown has really played a major role in shaping us. We have really been assisted to further our skills. When we go back, we will be in a position to bring a tremendous transformation to our people, and more so to the women and girls who have for a long time suffered. And it is a cry for each and every one of us. We all come from mothers, and we know what mothers undergo to put food at table. We all know what our children go through if they don't go to school, if they lack the basics. We know what it does to us. And for us as religious, our major goal is to answer to the needs of the poor. And if we do not uplift them, then what will our role be in the society? So my urge and my cry is that we join our hands in uplifting the dignity of each and every one of us, so that together we grow and move towards transformation. God bless you. We are happy and proud of Georgetown.
Well, I can say unequivocally that Georgetown is also very, very proud of you. So our next speaker comes from Ghana. It is Sister Antonia Orji, one of the younger members of our cohort, but also one of the most tenacious, one of the smartest, and one of the most determined. Her sense of humor has kept us all in stitches and in good spirits throughout the week. She is a member of the Daughters of Sacred Passion and works with the Rays of Hope Center in Accra, Ghana. She's a center manager there, supporting young girls who need empowerment. She has a master's degree in education management, focused on leadership administration and counseling psychology. And her dream is to get her PhD at Georgetown. Put it out there, maybe it will happen.
Thank you so much, Krista, and I want to say thank you to everyone, especially for the organizer of today's, and it's a journey of 10 months, roughly 1 year, and with my experience, as Juliana said, for me, it's an experience of uncertainty. You give it a trial, you give it a shot, but you don't know where it's heading to until you get a feedback. So my first feedback was on the waiting list, but I was very positive on it. And it comes. Congratulations, you have been admitted. And indeed, it was assuring that the time and effort you spend with people you put in your work is not a waste. And so this brings me to the point of putting in the application and the results. But before that, something keeps me going. I have the joy and love of working with the people at the grassroots. And this I've done for a long time in Ghana. So when I had the opportunity for the Women Fellowship, I was looking up to what will it be like? And to be honest, it goes beyond my expectation. It has come to shaping my person, and I feel very well that many of the participants too feel the same way. And indeed, we are grateful to Georgetown University. We can't write our story without including the name Georgetown University. And indeed, to all the facilitators, from the programs combination, the words, the professionals that comes in to talk to us each time. It was indeed an eye-opener for us, and it has helped. One of the things that is good in the program so far is it helps you to be aware of yourself. It helps you to believe in yourself. It helps you to develop a resilience to move on in your work, to advocate and speak out, especially in the places you felt you have not done well or you have done little there. Being a missionary, you say that it takes a lot of strength for you to be resilient in what you do. But the program has really helped. The first time I had conversation with Gabriela, I must remember, it's like the program is not about you, about the next person. It's about empowering yourself. And when you are empowered, you could go out. And this we can assure you that you have really given us a lot to go back with. And I'm hopeful, I know, with all confidence that the group 2024-2025 cohorts is going to make each of us proud. We are going to be a good network. We are going to help each other in moving. At the same time, I'm very positive that when you are empowered, it is very contagious. When you are empowered, you're able to empower another person, and it goes on. But something we shouldn't forget as women religious is the trust, the strength that we have, and the trust that people have in us. And so last night, something keeps going through my mind. When people trust you, how do you uphold it? That the trust that people have on you doesn't drop. One thought I have about it is continuous commitment, engagement, resilience, determination. And this you easily see in the eye of every woman religious you meet. Even at the point of falling, we are strong, we are determined. And with this in mind, I believe that when we hold each other's hands, we will do better, we will do great things. And I end my last word by saying a very big thank you to the facilitators, those we met here at Georgetown. It has been a beautiful network, and we can't let it go. We hope to continue with it. We hope that the future is more beautiful and better than what we are having. And we are hoping that the next group that will be coming, they also have a lot to learn, because each day there is something new coming up from the group. Thank you so much, and we look forward for a brighter future.
Our final speaker from this year's cohort is Sister Pauline Watikiki. She is a member of the Congregation of Little Daughters of St. Joseph, Kenya, and currently an adjunct lecturer at Catholic University of East Africa. She teaches psychology. She is a teacher by profession and also specializes in counseling. For the last 20 years, she has worked closely with people with disabilities. And for me, Sister Pauline and her passion for really reaching girls and women who are among the most marginalized because they are dealing with mental disabilities and other challenges. It is the picture of what a Catholic sister is called to do, and their dedication to not just doing the easy thing, not just picking the low-hanging fruit when it comes to women and girls empowerment, but going to the last mile into the most challenging situation. Sister Pauline.
So good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
Okay. I'm Sister Pauline, as you said, and I'm so glad to be here. It's something that I will never have thought of in my lifetime. One thing I'd like to share with you, as my sisters have shared, is my story of transformation. When I first met the Women of Faith Leadership Program, I was recruited to be one of them. They found me in a point whereby I was serving the people with disabilities, girls with disabilities, women with disabilities in our country, Kenya. And my focus was those with intellectual disabilities. Because in our country, Kenya, it doesn't have a structure for people with disabilities, intellectual disabilities particularly. It's like they are left and then find their way out. And so when I met these young women who were in class for allowed 15, 20 years without moving, I thought, what should I do about them? And from there, I started something related. By the time I met the women of faith, I was inspired. I had a passion to work with them and to start something literally to do for them in order for them to have a more decent life. What did the Women of Faith program do to me? It helped me to ask them. It helped me to ask myself the question, why are you doing what you're doing? And this has been my journey. Why am I doing what I'm doing? And with that, I came to realize that it's not only giving. I have first to put myself in order to give it. As they say, you cannot give what you don't have. And standing here in front of you, I want to share with you my story of transformation.
of all this program has been to me. I see my small support broken down, cracked down. How was it broken, cracked down? In the sense that I thought it was okay, I'm on the right way, this is the best thing to do. But I get to realize along the way, it's more important things. There's a different way of looking at it. And so through this program that we've been having since October last year to this far, I feel like a whole cracked down, broken into pieces, and slowly and gently, gradually being mended now with ways. Mended in a way that it's taking a new shape. And not only mended with its own materials, but I think with golden material. I feel the port that now I'm becoming as healthy in Georgetown right now, it's a new port that is golden, that the cracks are golden. And the fact that the cracks are golden, it gives me a more value, it places me at a higher level. Why? Because my leadership skills, I feel more enhanced, I feel more grown, I feel more stronger. I feel that I'm more resilient, and I feel that I am able to work even so to network with many other people that have been exposed to me. This time has been a great time of exposure, and there is a lot that I've learned. As I tell my story, I believe it's the story of each one of us. We have a newness now. We are talking now with new women, new leaders, new community advocates. We are new. It's a new book for us. And so we want particular thank, of course, the women of faith, directors, all those who are working behind for our success. It has been great. I think words are not enough to thank you. We pray that this that you have installed in us, this that you have impacted in us, will be realized slowly by slowly as we go back to our places of work. So, the people, as we go back home, we know that we are stronger women, we know that we are more resilient, we know that we have a different perspective, we know that we have a vast exposure. And outside there, it will be realized. We appreciate each one of us, we appreciate the whole team, but we are really networked so well. And the good report that we are with now, that we own now, it is really exciting. Be blessed in a big way. I'm so thankful.
We want to move into our certificate awarding portion, but before I do that, I do want to just acknowledge some colleagues who I think are celebrities for all of you. And these are our colleagues from the Office of Global Support, Sandra and Lauren. Please stand up. These are the women who helped with all of the vast majority of this cohort here to Georgetown University. So afterwards, make sure you say hello to them and thank them for this. So for the certificate awarding part of this, the way it will work is Gabrielle will read the name, and once she reads your name, come up. You'll receive the certificate from Catherine, and then we'll take a moment to take photos, each person with their certificate. So wait for your name to be read by Gabrielle, and then come forward. The first two certificates we'll award will be in absentia, unfortunately. One of us was not able to make it here for this 2 weeks, and one had to leave early. So we do have, I think, at least Sister Maureen, who is with us via Zoom. So we will kick off the certificate awarding with Sister Maureen. Maybe we should stand here.
Georgetown University in recognition of the successful completion of 2020-25 Women Faith Leaders Fellowship. The Berkeley Center for Religion, Peace, and World Affairs hereby confers upon Sister Maureen Ahiambo Abinde. Our next sister is Sister Brigida Samba Mwawasi.
Sister Rita had to be in Rome. It's a very exciting time to be in Rome. She was kind of regretting having to leave early, but that may have changed. So we'll make sure that Sister Rita gets this.
Sister Immaculate of Purity. Sister Scholastica Faustine Mobuse Awachichi. Sister Regina Ignatia Afua. Sister Anzoyo Alice Chadira Dralu. Sister Cecilia Claire Kadeha. Sister Teresa Karagu. Sister Juliana Dunge Muli. See it? Yeah, that's the important part. Photo? Sister Teresia Kathure Moroni. Sister Ann Kamini Musyoki. Sister Nancy Gatti Musyo.
Umemchukua anaenda.
Sister Teresia Muthoni. Sister Pasalisa Namakoye Namasaka.
Kumbe anaitwa na Masaka.
Sister Lydia Makari Okenda. Sister Antonia Ifilma Orji.
The first, but not the last, Georgetown ceremony.
Sister Soldo Gold.
So
Georgette Sidvazian. Sister Pauline Majiro Wayatitu.
us. And afterwards, we're gonna just have an informal time, there's some coffee, and some refreshments, feel free to mingle. Give your congratulations to our cohort. But before we do that, Catherine's going to give us, some last words to send us off.
Well, a few words just for the road.
Yep.
As we always say, I'm standing between you and first of all, I think we really are very sincere in our congratulations. I think I can look at Krista and Gabrielle and say, we put you through a lot. Had to long hours, many hours of meetings, people speaking at you, people suddenly expecting you to participate and to perform. And of course, we hope very much that you have really gained the kinds of skills that this program is designed to do, but perhaps even more have a flavor for what it is that we're talking about. When we talk about empowering women and leave no one behind, that all these slogans, in a sense, that are meant very sincerely, or as people pointed out when you went to the World Bank, our dream is a world free of poverty in a sustainable planet. That is something that people mean very sincerely, but if we don't have your inputs, it is basically meaningless. And so I think you help us very much to translate the slogans, the ideals, the dreams at a global level into something that actually means something and that achieves something. I am constantly coming back to something that I learned actually from one of my colleagues from India, from a young person who came back from a meeting, and she said, "How was the meeting?" And they said, NATO. So I didn't know exactly what that meant, but apparently what it means is no action, talk only. NATO. So of course that is exactly what we're all trying desperately and hoping to avoid. We want action, we want change, we want the fulfillment of the potential that each of you believes so deeply and so sincerely is within each person in very different ways, but this sense of humanity, of what some people call dignity, which always makes me a little uneasy, but and we have been together through a very historic period. When you have been in Washington, the world was very much looking to Rome, and have been with us. We have journeyed this together. Now, you have heard me say several times that, yes, part of the objective of this fellowship is to give you the chance to learn from each other, to learn from people who've spent their lives working on skills, who've spent their lives working on empowering women, on development. But I also have emphasized how much we want to learn from you. And it starts from a sense that Sister Jane and the Hilton Foundation have harped in on us many times, that there is a gold mine, a secret set of people who can really change the world, and that is Catholic sisters. This is a group that does remarkable work, often unsung, invisible. The word invisible comes up again and again, and yet which has so much to offer, and such dedication and such passion. And so we are very convinced that first, of course, we want to get to know and to help each of the sisters that we have the chance. There's 60,000 worldwide, so we can't know them all. But the ones that we can know, we know that we can learn and therefore help to unlock some of this potential. But just to give you some ideas of what it is that we are learning. I think one thing that we are learning, and that I do hope you come away with, is the sense that development, whatever we call it, or humanitarian assistance, unlocking the potential, changing the world, is very complicated. And that when we get caught in slogans, we lose sight of the complexity. So just to give you one example, there is a tension in the development world right now around the issue of orphans and orphanages. Because it is, of course, part of religious traditions to care for the orphan, to care for the widow, to care for the most vulnerable, those left behind. But there have been such bad experiences with orphanages around the world that there is a sense, and there are international groups that are working, that there is no such thing as a good orphanage. That this is something that needs to be ended, that you need to have community care, family care, etc. We, I know, have talked to some sisters who agree with that, but then there's something that comes at the end, which is that you have to understand the complexities, that in some places, when children are in a community care, or even in an extended family, they may be almost slaves. We all know that trafficking, which many of you are working with, is a very complicated process. That you have victims, but one of the things we know is that sometimes the victims become the victimizer. And if we don't have the opportunity to work with you and to get to know you, to know the work you do, to get your ideas, it's very hard for us to understand the complexity and to get caught up in the slogans and to get caught in the simplicity of messages. And so that is really something that we care deeply about, is this process of learning. And I and some of my colleagues have the privilege of really spending an hour roughly with each of you in our interviews to try to draw out some of the wisdom and the experience that you have, and then to try to translate that to, as we say, complicate the picture. Because if we don't complicate the simple picture, we can't achieve results. We can't really move forward. And so with that, I think what I need to do is to say how much we've appreciated being with you, with your spirit, with your courage, with your energy, with your, we hope, critiques. And we hope very much to see this network grow and continue. I can attest to that. You know, I think you've heard me talk about the G20 Interfaith Forum, which is the exact opposite end of where you are. The G20 is the most powerful leaders in the world. The presidents meeting once a year. That's what it is. But there are a lot of meetings around it. And tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday, there's a meeting in Addis Ababa. And there are 5 sisters who are participating as panelists, as speakers in that meeting. But 2 from last year, Sister Ngozi from Nigeria and Sister Hedwig Moose is going to be there, as well as Sister Agnes Nyeri and Sister Agatha from Nigeria, who's part of the Religions for Peace Women of Faith Network. So I think that's really quite remarkable, and we're hoping that in the final meeting this year in Cape Town, there will also be some of the sisters who will participate. So that's at least one way in which this is translating into something that is, shall we say, highly visible. There'll be lots of pictures and so on. But also, I think, genuinely bringing this knowledge that you have, and this spirit and this determination to make a change, that the injustices of the world are not. We cannot tolerate. We have to bring change. We have to keep all the efforts that we have to try to change the world for the better, for what we know that it can be. So onwards and upwards, courage to all of you, but above all, congratulations and thank you.
That ends.
And so be it.
That ends our
Maybe
time, our
you all
formal
sing
time
for
together.
us. How about having a song?
Do we want to sing? We want to sing ourselves out?
That is unforgettable.
We'll definitely do group photo. Should we do the song first?
Yes.
Okay. What should we sing?
Ang song. Yeah, ano song? My God, each time I think of you, and when I pray for you, I pray with joy. I thank my God each time I think of you, and when I pray for you, I pray with joy.
Nothing I am sure of. You began this working
When the day of Jesus comes, I thank my God each time I think of you, and when I pray for you, I pray with joy. I thank my God each time I think of you, and when I pray for you, I pray with joy.